Just so everybody's clear, right up front, I got no sleep last night. So these sunglasses are a necessary evil. I'm almost ready. PSG. Is this real life? Did PSG win the league title in March more than 1 month earlier than any club in France has ever done? And did they do it by recording the biggest away win in league history? A 9-0 what beatdown of Troyes, which saw the mighty Zlatan Ibrahimovic score 4 goals? Is it possible? Is it within the realm of possibility that the French league is that f***ing terrible? I mean, I wonder where they would finish if they were in the Premier League. Wolfsburg. In the same week that they qualify for the Champions League quarterfinals for the first time in their history, they lose on the weekend to relegation battlers Hoffenheim 1-0, which put a big dent in their chances of qualifying for the Champions League next season. I mean, that must be a weird feeling, you know? On Wednesday, it was like, hey, we are the best. We are the kings of the world. We made history. They should have statues of us outside of the stadium from here until eternity. And then 4 days later, it's like, God, we are terrible. Hoffenheim sucks this season. So what does that say about us? Newcastle supporters. Because with the sacking of Steve, don't let the door hit you on the way out, McLaren, and the appointment of Rafa Benitez as manager, we finally have hope. We're getting rid of the tuft and we're bringing in the red cheeks because we now have someone in charge that knows what success looks like and feels like. Oh, it's so warm and fuzzy. And yes, I know he's a pragmatic and conservative tactician who makes his most talented players play more defense than they should, but still, we have a chance. We have hope. If he gets us out of the relegation zone and beats Sunderland on the weekend, he is going to be an instant legend. I hate to do this to you guys, but Arsenal. So speaking of hope, how is it still possible that Gunners fans still have any? Hasn't it disappeared by now? Especially after the 2-1 loss over the weekend at home to Watford, which knocked you guys out of the FA Cup, which means you guys have little to no chance at all winning a trophy this season. You are 8 points back of Leicester for the league. You're down 2 goals to Barcelona before leg 2 of your round of 16 Champions League matchup with them in Barcelona. And the possibility that your rivals Tottenham will finish above you guys for the first time in 7,609 days. I mean, why does this happen to you guys every single season? Juventus. Despite third place Roma winning their 8th straight league game and second place Napoli keeping pace with a big 1-0 win over Palermo, let's list Juve's accomplishments after their 1-0 win over Sassuolo. The club became the first team in Italian history to register 10 consecutive clean sheets in league play. Whoa. Legendary goalkeeper Gigi Buffon is now only 25 minutes away from setting the record for the most consecutive minutes without conceding. He's at 904 minutes now, which is longer than watching all 7 Star Wars films in one sitting, which seems like a lie since 904 minutes is how long it took to get through episode 1. Or at least that's how it felt. And striker Paulo Dybala scored his 14th goal of the season, which is the most ever for him in his professional career, and which could make him the signing of the season in Serie A. The yes part, after publicly announcing our BFF status last week, NYCFC captain David Villa scored 2 goals in the first half, which I clearly inspired. The no part, the club gave up their 2-goal lead to a very talented Toronto FC team led by reigning league MVP Sebastian Giovinco, which ended the game at 2-2, which is a result they might have been happy with before the game started, but definitely not after they had a 2-goal lead in their opening game at home, because you guys have to lock that down, you know? Yankee Stadium needs to be a fortress, or your playoff hopes will be just that. Hopes. In fact, have we talked about hope yet on this show? The top 3 clubs in Spain. Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, and Real Madrid. Now say what you want about the attacking prowess of the best teams in La Liga, which should be words like amazing and incredible, jaw-dropping. In 29 league games, Real Madrid have given up 28 goals, which is pretty solid and deserves our respect. Barcelona have given up 22 goals, which is very, very impressive and deserves our admiration. But Atletico Madrid have only given up 12 goals. 12 goals in 29 games! That is some next level shit! And that deserves our undying love. In fact, their manager, Diego Simeone, he should be president of the world. I like how he runs stuff. Hello, AC Milan, are you in there? I have been trying to get everyone hyped about the turnaround of one of Europe's most successful clubs and how you guys are working your way back to glory, and then you lose to Sassuolo last weekend, and then you can't score against Chievo this weekend, so let me do the math for you, and I'm not even gonna have to double check this. You're not getting back to your glory anytime soon. It's just, I don't even know when it's gonna happen. I'm not even a Milan fan, and I'm super frustrated for everybody, because you should be better than you are, and you're not. Con mucho gusto, Club America. Coming into Liga MX's biggest derby, the Super Clasico, which boasts the two most successful and popular clubs in all of Mexico, America and Chivas Guadalajara. This result seemed like a foregone conclusion since America is actually pretty good and Chivas have won only 2 out of their last 16 league games. But instead, America needed some luck to beat Chivas 2-1, like a disallowed goal that should have stood up for the Goats, or clearing a ball off the line that would have tied the game late. And now we see America are in 6th place, they're gonna make the playoffs for the Liga MX, while Chivas, aka like I just said, the Goats, continue to prove that they're not the greatest of all time anymore. Alright, that's it! Except this. I really do want to know where you guys think PSG would finish in the Premier League. And then tell me where you think they would finish in Germany, Spain, and Italy. I honestly think that they would win the Premier League this season. Just this season. The other leagues, though, they'd finish 2nd or 3rd. I don't know if they would win it this year. Okay, I'm done talking. I'll see you tomorrow. Later. I pledge allegiance to the Pirlo of the United States of Andrea.